the tide, climb over all the words you said, names in the phone, fading like chalk in the wet you used to fill. Every corner of my chest, now it's just sky, where your shadow used to rest. I let our toxic love out to sea, watch it drift past the line where eyes can't see, and suddenly the air feels wide and clean. First quiet breath that really belongs to me. Your echo thin, somewhere between the gulls and blue salt on my lips, but it tastes nothing like you. No more tightrope, cutting marks across my days, just open space, soft and simple as a wave. I let our toxic love out to sea, watch it drift past the line where eyes can't see, and suddenly the air feels wide and clean. First quiet breath that really belongs to me. There is a hush right after the breakers fall, a gentle pause, like the world forgets it all. Inside that stillness, I find a room inside my chest, clear and calm and spacious, where your storms can't take a step. I let our toxic love out to sea, watch it drift past the line where eyes can't see, and suddenly the air feels wide and clean. First quiet breath that really belongs to me. First quiet breath, and I can finally breathe. You poured your storms into my hands, salt in my lungs. I called it love, walking on eggshells by the shore, afraid to speak, afraid of us. Then came a stillness in my chest, a quiet thought that reached the sand. What if the weight you tied to me belongs back out there where it began? So I let you go into the sea, watched your shadow fade beneath. Every tide pulling you from me leaves a little more room to breathe. There's a hush between my heartbeat and the breeze. That's the first time I can finally breathe. I hear the shoreline like a prayer, soft and sure. It calls me home, your bitter words drift out of reach, turn into foam and distant foam. The sky feels higher than before, blue unfolding over sound. I take one step, then one step more. I walked you to the shoreline, laid every heavy word down in the sand. Watched the tide roll over, pulling all the pieces from my hands. Your echo getting quieter with every slow and easy incoming wave. I thought I'd miss your shadow, but all I feel is space. I can breathe past you, deep blue, washing you out of me, filling my lungs with something clear, soft as the sky after a storm breaks. I can breathe past you, salt air, slipping into every ache. You fade with the foam at my feet while my heart learns how to wait. You used to fill the silence, crowded every corner in my chest. Tiny, sharp reminders, always keeping my shoulders tensed. Now the water's taking secrets, smoothing out the sharpness of your name. I watch it sink and shimmer, and nothing feels the same. I can breathe past you, deep blue, washing you out of me, filling my lungs with something clear, soft as the sky after a storm breaks. I can breathe past you, salt air, slipping into every ache. You fade with the foam at my feet while my heart learns how to wait. There's a hush between the breakers, a quiet I once thought I feared, but it's gentle, it's forgiving. It makes every heartbeat sound sincere. I stand still in all this distance, let the cool wind circle through. In this wide and open silence, there's finally room that isn't you. I can breathe past you, deep blue, washing you out of me, filling my lungs with something clear, soft as the sky after a storm breaks. I can breathe past you, salt air, slipping into every ache. You fade with the foam at my feet while my heart learns how to wait. I can breathe past you. Your name on my tongue tasted like rust. I carried your storms out of pure habit, standing on the shore, shoes in my hand. I finally feel how long I've been holding my breath. I let you go like salt on the waves, watch you sink I can really breathe. Your name on my phone screen used to tighten up my chest. Every little sound felt like another test. I walked by the harbor with a weight inside my hands, all our bitter fragments like glass and rubber bands. I let our toxic love go like salt on the tide. Watch it pull away, far from my side, and suddenly the air felt wide and kind. I'm breathing like it's not a crime. I let our toxic love go, and I got back my sky. I stood on the shoreline, wind brushing through my hair. For the first time in forever, there was quiet in the air. Waves folding over, softly carrying you from me. Every rise and fall, an easy kind of release. I let our toxic love go like salt on the tide. Watched it pull away, far from my side, and suddenly the air felt wide and kind. I'm breathing like it's not a crime. I let our toxic love go, and I got back my sky. There's space between each heartbeat now, room around my thoughts again. The silence doesn't scare me, it just sits here like a friend. The water keeps your shadows where they never reach my shore. I fill the open spaces with a self that's asking for more. I let our toxic love go like salt on the tide. Every wave that leaves takes a piece of that old life. And standing in this tender open sky, I'm breathing like I'm finally mine. I let our toxic love go, and I got back my sky. You raised your voice, it barely shook me. I watched your storm fade out to gray. I traced your name once on the shoreline, let it slip into the spray. I thought the weight was part of me, a second spine I had to keep. But something in the salt and wind turning, pulling me past where I could stand. Now there is air where there was drowning, space between heartbeats, soft in my hands. All of your echoes fall asleep, sinking where the shadows keep. I float above the pole you had, feet in the sand, my own 2 feet. I release you to the sea, watch you pull away from me, foam and fragments breaking clean. There's a hush inside my chest, like the sky after it weeps. I can finally take a breath, I can finally take a breath. I'm free. No more walking on your waves, no more shrinking just to stay here in this quiet, wide and clear. There is room for me right here. I release you to the sea, watch you pull away from me, all your shadows washed from me. There's a silence in my chest, gentle, open, calm and deep. I can finally take a breath, I can finally take a breath. Go letting be. You stood on my tongue for years, every word had to pass your test. Tight chest, shallow breast, didn't know I was pressed that small. Then one quiet unraveling fast, slipped in like a tide at dusk. What if I step away? The question alone was enough. So I'm pouring this love like salt on the tide. Let the waves take what I don't need to fight. You swell and you fade in the pull and release, and I finally feel air in the space in between. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Your name on my phone goes dim, like a ship disappearing